Good day, I'm Andrea Chizom and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, October 14. As the Senate prepares to begin debating the 3 CCJ bills this Friday, 8 civil society and legal organizations are urging the lawmakers to support the Caribbean Court of Justice as Jamaica's final court of appeal. In a statement calling on other civil society groups and NGOs to support the effort, the organizations argued that their support has nothing to do with politics, but rather their considered examination of the court and its functions. The 8 organizations include the Jamaican Bar Association, the Organization of Commonwealth Caribbean Bar Associations, the National Integrity Action, the Jamaica Civil Service Association, and the University and Allied Workers Union. They insist that no referendum is needed given the decades of robust debate and consultation on the issue. The statement further argues that it is easier and cheaper to access the CCJ than the UK-based Privy Council and maintains that over the 10 years of its existence, the regional judges have delivered sound, well-reasoned judgments that are comparable to those issued by the Privy Council and other final appellate courts. The organizations also point out that while Jamaica does not have the resources to establish its own final appellate court, the CCJ is already established and paid for, with no further investment required. A 2/3 majority vote is needed in the Senate to pass the Caribbean Court of Justice Act 2012 to make the CCJ Jamaica's final court of appeal. The other 2 pieces of legislation needed to complete the process require only a simple majority vote. The 3 CCJ bills were passed in the House of Representatives on May 12. Meanwhile, the Senate has begun debating proposed changes to the Jury Amendment Act to address problems associated with jury selection and jury duties. Justice Minister Senator Mark Golding says changes include the use of both tax registration numbers and the voters list to select a pool of jurors. There will also be an array of 7 jurors for all jury trials except for treason and murder cases where the death penalty may be imposed. In those cases, there will be 12 jurors. The rules governing peremptory or unappealable challenges to a juror will also be changed, and the stipend for jurors while serving in a trial will increase from $500 to $2,000 per day.
An amendment to the Criminal Justice Administration Act to provide for a trial by judge alone where the prosecution and the defense so agree. And E, protecting employees summoned to serve as jurors against loss of wages or other employment benefits by reason of their performing their civic duty to give jury service. We want citizens to feel that they can carry out their civic duty without any cloud of uncertainty or fear as it relates to their jobs and salaries.
The opposition in the Senate supported the proposed changes to the Jury Amendment Act geared towards strengthening the justice system. Senator Marlene Malahoo Ford suggested that a scheme for alternate jurors be provided. Debate on the bill was suspended to consider that and other suggestions. The House of Representatives has passed the Cybercrimes Bill, which replaces the 2010 legislation. The bill sets out to incorporate new offenses such as computer-related fraud or forgery, the use of computers for malicious communication, and unauthorized disclosure of investigation. While chairing the Select Committee in Parliament, Technology State Minister Julian Robinson said serious consultations were carried out on the issue and as a result, some provisions would be amended. He also indicated that the bill strengthened the fines and penalties for cybercriminals.
What we are trying to deal with here are persons who deliberately provide or are accessories to those who are committing criminal activities.
The Cybercrimes Bill was passed with 4 amendments and will go before the Senate for its approval. And finally, a series of activities are planned to commemorate the 150th anniversary of the Morant Uprising. The activities kicked off on Sunday with a march from the birthplace of national hero Paul Bogle at Stonygut to the old courthouse where he was hanged. Hundreds of people from the parish and across the country made the 6.5-mile trek even while it rained. Parish manager of the St. Thomas Social Development Commission, Lorianne Peart Roberts, explained the significance of the event.
I think a lot of Jamaicans are unaware, and so it is our way of saying, let us share with you what took place 165 years and the significance of the event. Because it's not just about Paul Bogle, it's about 437 others who were killed, the countless number of homes that were burned, the people who were lashed, imprisoned. George Julian Gordon also was hung because of this event. And so we have 2 national heroes being derived from such an event.
Other planned activities include a reenactment of the trial of Governor Eyre, which will be held on October 25. The African Caribbean Institute of Jamaica will host a symposium entitled War Down a Monkland on October 29. The Culture Ministry Social Development Commission, Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, St. Thomas Parish Council and a number of other stakeholders are planning the commemorative activities. And that's it for JIS News today. Emmanuel Chisholm, thank you for watching.